Yeah.
We here.
It's your boy Fredro Starr.
UFO Feed.
Checking in with UFO Feed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got an album. I produced the beats. He laced the rhymes. The album is called Strap. So right now, I want to conduct an interview with myself and UFO Feed. You know what I'm saying? So we can get to know a little bit about the album and other things like that. So yo, Feed.
What's up, John?
First of all, I told my people as I was overseas, we was touring, I was like, yo, I got an album with a rapper named UFO Feed. They looked at me and was like, UFO Feed? What does that mean? Let the people know what UFO Feed mean,
Right.
where you got the name, what's the meaning behind it, what's the vibe, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to know.
Right. So UFO comes from UFO Feed. UFO comes from two things. When it comes from knowledge of self, right? And it also comes from being Puerto Rican and rapping.
Knowledge of self, you talking about knowledge of self with the 5% Nation?
Yes, like getting knowledge of self, twin, and understanding my name, my original name was UFO, because every time I would rhyme, twin, people would be surprised.
So is that understanding?
That's knowledge, understanding.
Knowledge, understanding. Okay, knowledge, understanding.
I'm born on the 19th, so it's knowledge born. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, a piece of the 5% Nation. So more or less, twin. It just comes from rapping and people being like, damn, I ain't never, So it's like an unidentified flowing object. You know what I'm saying? And then the feed comes from Black Rob. We from the same projects. Rob is from the building attached to mine, Thomas Jefferson houses, and he was the first one. He was like, yo, I heard you rhyming. I heard you got a little fever out here.
Rest in peace of Black Rob.
Rest in peace of Rob.
So Rob came up with the feed part.
Yeah, Rob was like, yo, I heard you got a little fever.
Rob always know how to, he got the slangs, man. That's my man BR. He always had that.
The slang. What's up, Bubba? What's up, Playboy?
Always,
what's up?
Man. Damn, that's crazy. So you and Rob from the same projects?
Yes, sir.
Jefferson Projects. That's in
Jefferson
Harlem,
Project.
right?
Yep, that's in East Harlem, Spanish Harlem, 115 at first, all the way to 112, and we go all the way up to 3rd Ave. You know what I'm saying?
Was it K Slade kind of in that area?
K Slade is from East River. Yep. He's on 108. He's like 6 blocks away.
Right. So that's Spanish Harlem.
Spanish Harlem.
Wow. So yo, you got the Puerto Rican Day Parade coming up, right?
Right.
That runs right through Spanish Harlem?
The festival is celebrated on 116th Street. So it's like a big day where everybody comes out, sells food, clothes, and people come from all around the boroughs and everything and celebrate the culture. But it runs through the hood, and then Sunday's the parade, twin, and that stops on 86th Street. So that's a few blocks down too. So it all intersects.
It's gonna be a big weekend for the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Gonna be in the city. I remember I used to go to Puerto Rican Day Parade, man. I seen Big Pun one time on the float. It was crazy. I got to witness that. That was ill.
That's ill.
That was real. Speaking of Big Pun, I see you on stage with Fat Joe, like on stage with him, like a big stadium, mad people, 20,000, 30,000. I'm like, you on stage with Joe, rocking with him, doing ad-libs and performing with Joe.
Absolutely.
So you rock with Joe on stage?
Yeah. I was Joe's B-Mic for a few years, probably like 4 or 5 years. I was on tour with him. I was doing the pun parts on Twins, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Filling in on just enjoying the tour like getting
that's some hard shoes to fill.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
So you was doing the Little Italy part?
He was doing it.
Okay.
I'll do the Ready for War, Joe. How you want to blow their spot?
Right.
I know these dirty cops that'll get us in if we murder this swap. Hop in the Hummer, the punish is ready. Mimi and Vito's with noodles, we do this while he slurping spaghetti. Everybody kiss the fuck floor. Joey crack, buck them all. If they move, noodle shoot that fucking whore. Dead in the middle of lit. Then Joe come on.
So Joe does that part?
Yeah, and the beat drops.
Wow. That part right there is just so famous. That little 2 bars or 4 bars or whatever it was he did is so famous.
Just that tongue twister.
That tongue twister, that shit will go down in history as one of the illest 2 bars ever.
Right.
And I got the opportunity to record with Big Pun.
Wow.
On the Shut 'Em Down remix.
That's a fact.
So it's just ill to be standing.
How was that, twin? How was that experience? Did you know
that was an ill experience.
Right.
Because I got to really see how
y'all had that respect for each other. Right?
Yeah. Even his verse, what he said about Onyx and how he put it together was just.
I love my girl and she blocking it. Something like that.
Yo, son, I want to pay homage to Onyx and give him 500. It's crazy. I can't even say that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know which one you talk about.
Yeah, Pun is different. He's special, and that session was ill because the whole Terror Squad was there. You know what I'm saying? They came through. Nori was there.
That's love.
Nori, because Nori was on the remix. He was there. Superb was there. Rest in peace to Superb from Far Rock. He was in there. Word. The session was ill. That was an ill session.
That
man.
sound like an ill session.
It was ill. It was ill. Perb was battling my man from LA, Bonafuco. They was going at it.
Wow.
They was going at it. Your man Nori was like, yo, your man act like he on Rikers right now, son. They was going at it, son. Him and Superb.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man. Niggas don't know. Fat Joe and Onyx. Fat Joe probably don't even know this. Our first show with Onyx at the Apollo, it was, when Apollo.
Fat Joe.
No, it was the Apollo when you had the Gong Man come out.
Yeah.
All of that.
Sandman.
We did all that. Amateur night at the Apollo.
You did amateur night?
Yes.
Man?
Off the
Onyx did amateur night?
But this is the crazy shit. When we did it off the first single we had on Profile Records. Sticky wasn't in the group yet. The style was different. Fat Joe didn't even know who we. If he wouldn't recognize the niggas he seen that night
for you
with the niggas from Throw Your Guns. It was 2 different niggas.
Right.
He probably don't even know that. But it's just crazy. It's just It's just a fun fact. You know what I'm saying?
Hip hop.
I remember because Fat Joe was there. He was dressed up like the Godfather. He had a suit on. He had the cane. He was dressed up like the Punisher, like some big, some superhero type nigga. You know what I mean? Like some villain and shit. And we had 20 girl dancers dancing in back of us. We was wilding, so we was on some other shit. Shit was crazy.
So y'all had to go back in the lab and reformulate, twin?
Hip hop changed.
Oh.
Hip hop changed.
That's an ill answer.
Because at that time, De La Soul was popping, Tribe Called Quest, Big Daddy Kane was Scuba Scrap. So it was still, dancing was still cool in hip hop at that time. Dancing became not cool for the rappers that doing hip hop, kind of like when NWA came out.
Overnight.
Yeah, when NWA came out, everything changed.
It was over for the background dancers.
That's it. It was over. It was gangster rap. We got something to say.
Have your homies now.
We got something to say. Public Enemy. You know what I mean? It was different.
Yep.
But speaking of Jefferson Projects, I shot my first movie there called Strap. Right?
Absolutely, twin.
Forrest Whitaker.
Great movie. His
first movie he directed.
Classic.
With a legend actor at the moment right now, Bokeem Woodbine. That was his first movie, and
drop some of the hip hop names that was in there.
And it's what I want to say. When Leaders of the New School came out, that's when hip hop really changed. You know what I'm saying? And Busta Rhymes was in Strap.
Right.
I sold Busta Rhymes a gun in Strap.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Skinny Busta, word, like young. We always young.
With the angry face.
Shia Ali. He went through his thing.
Mm-hmm. He was there.
He opened the movie in Strap. Right?
Facts.
Moni Love. Moni in the Middle. Yo-Yo.
I was going to say Yo-Yo.
And one of the craziest scenes that I thought was on my part that Bamboo did, my character Bamboo was with, that was effects. And I was like, yo, diggity dig this. I got 9s, I got Max, I got Tex. And then Forrest Whitaker was like, yo, that's not in the script. What is that? I said, trust me, that diggity dig line gonna be hot. And he said, all right, check the gate, let's move on. And I was like, okay.
Trust you.
That was the first time I said, okay, you can actually improvise in the movie. There was a scene I was walking by mad as hell because I thought Daquan snitched on me in the movie. So I'm walking by on the park bench and I pass an older lady sitting on the bench.
Yep.
Who was that older lady?
That's my grandmother.
That was your grandmother?
That was my grandma. Word.
And there was a little kid playing by the gate. Who was the little kid?
That was me, twin.
So that was you?
Like it's yesterday, yo.
So you in the movie Strap?
I'm in the movie Strap. Like
Wow.
you said, you walking through the projects, you going to Daquan crib. Right before you get to the building, you walk through Jefferson. My grandmother sitting on the bench watching me. And the crew bought ices for the kids. So the icy man is right there making ices. And he was making me one.
Wow.
So I'm standing on the gate waiting for my icy, just a
I
young
see you on
guy.
the gate,
And you walking by. So I ain't even, I'm looking at you like, oh, that's, I knew who you was because I have an older cousin and stuff it was hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a clear mind of the outcome of who you were, but I knew you was Onyx. You was,
that's that dude right there.
Yeah, it's like you, and then the whole projects was.
So you at that time you already knew what was going on. You was outside already.
Yeah, I'm outside already.
And you got, because young kids in New York, mine is different from young kids in the suburbs.
Right.
A kid that's 3 or 4, mine is already like a 10-year-old.
They know how to lock the door.
They know how to lock the door, cook hot dogs, cook eggs. Niggas, you know what I mean?
So
niggas is cooking the whole shit already at 3.
Yeah, that's a fact. They watching their little brothers already.
Word, son, shit is real factual.
Yeah, so that's a fact. I was outside and I was chilling. My grandmoms would let me roam the block as long as I stood within. I'm from 115th, right? So as long as I stood on 15th side, I could go anywhere. I could go to the basketball court. So when they say you shooting, I'm just in front of my building in the park. Hell, they giving out free ices. So I'm just standing there waiting for you, and you walk by, and then legendary, years later, I remember actually, twin, when the movie debuted on HBO, we went next door to watch that joint. Because my neighbor had cable, twin.
Oh shit, because you had to have the HBO, right?
Yeah, twin, it premiered on HBO.
So y'all was like, so y'all saw yourself
the
in
whole
the
neighborhood was lit.
Wow.
The whole neighborhood was like, yo, the movie's premiering, Strap is coming out, Strap.
Wow.
And we went right next door to my neighbor's crib and watched that joint, man.
Yo, Jefferson showed a lot of love when I was filming that shit. Like, we spent a lot of time over there and got to see the people out there, smoke with the people. Because at that time, we was smoking on the set and all that. Like, me and Bokeem, we was thugging it out, straight up. So we got the album together. And the cover, I love the cover. Because the cover kind of explains exactly what you're saying.
Right.
Who's the artist who did the cover?
The artist's name is Billy Bianco, man. They call him Billy Bonks. And his style is like comic book. Everything is like ill line work, ill detail, very, very graphic work. So the cover is me looking out the window and you buying the guns off the white dude, the actual scene of you and Bokeem getting the guns from the white dude. So when they see this, by the time they see this, the cover will be up, or we could put it up. Twin Odds will put it up, and you'll see
we
that.
definitely doing the vinyl.
Yeah,
it's definitely an art piece that I think if you get the vinyl, it's just gonna stand out from a lot of different vinyls because it's like you said, it's like art.
Yeah.
It's so detailed. The color schemes is dope. I like the green, and it just paints the picture of what we was doing, and what happened, and how we kind of formulated the album, and why you called it Strap, the whole 360.